So in the Marvel universe, there are these specific characters that have a superpower that anything that they can see, they can replicate that thing. They can do it in exactly the same way. There was a character on the show Heroes that had a similar ability that, like, literally, if she could see somebody doing something, they could replicate it note for note or motion for motion, just anything that they saw. Most notably, you have Taskmaster and Echo. Those are probably the two most famous from the Marvel universe. There's others, obviously. But the thing is, they can only do what they see someone else doing. So, like, Taskmaster carries a shield similar to Captain America's. He's got a baton similar to Daredevil's. He's got all that kind of stuff. And he can literally do anything anyone else shows him. The only thing is, he really doesn't do anything original. He doesn't have anything that he can just do himself. And I feel like that's kind of where we are from a kind of a populist standpoint. As far as the internet is concerned, you see a lot of people where they're trying to really kind of cash in on someone else's fame. They're trying to do something that made someone else famous. They're trying to do something similar to that which someone else does. And that's why, like, you see, like, people have Michael Jordan's number, or they have Dale Earnhardt's number, or they have all these of, like, there aren't very many people that they're themselves, that they're just simply they're a facsimile, they're a more modern or a generational facsimile of something someone else was doing before them. And you hear this on like, it's Sunday morning technically right now when I'm recording this. You're going to hear that over and over and over again. If you watch football, baseball, basketball, people are talking about that this is the new Russell Wilson. This is this generation's Brett Favre. This is this generation's John Elway or whatever. And as a result, you kind of like, you can kind of sense that they've kind of lost their identity in the essence of duplicating the success of someone previous to them, and they never quite live up to it either. And I think part of that is that people are so obsessed nowadays in being something that they think someone else will accept. They're trying to fit into their friend group, they're trying to fit into the internet kind of blogosphere or whatever, TikTok or on YouTube or whatever. They're trying to fit into a niche created by someone else that they kind of end up, like, they end up being expendable, discardable, because they're not original, they're not themselves. And I wonder how much that our generation has simply lost in the realm of art and lost in the realm of science and in the realm of debate and in the realm of politics. Like, I wonder how much that millennials, that Gen Z, that all these, like, I wonder how much has been lost through the opportunity cost of simply people are afraid to be themselves and to go through and step out and kind of discover who they themselves are. They spend so much time wearing the t-shirt of someone else's merch that they never really reflect on who they themselves are. And I think that's kind of sad, but I think that this is kind of my way as well, kind of doing a little bit of a call to action of it. Go out there and, like, you need to fail at a lot of things. Take up that musical instrument just because. Try out for that sports team, or take a class that's off, like take an elective course in something totally unrelated to your major and just see what happens. Maybe you'll fall in love with it, maybe you won't, but at the end you'll learn something about yourself you didn't know before you got involved with that situation. Like, make a friend with somebody who wears different clothing than you do, that listens to different music than you listen to. Or, you know what, visit a church on Sunday morning where you're the only person that looks like you in the building. If you're white, go to a AME, go to a Hmong service or something, and just so that you can see what the rest of the world is like. on a broader spectrum outside your regular niche and just see what happens. See what that awakens inside of you. And then follow that through. And just keep pulling on those threads until eventually on the other side of it, you're going to find out that you have the ability to glorify God with abilities and skills and talents you didn't even know that you had because you were too afraid to not be someone that you're not anyways.